Hi. So today I'm going to talk about a memory that came to me when I was sleeping in my dreams. But it was a memory. It was a memory of doing. It was something strange. I felt a bit strange at the time, and that was I was on some kind of mission. And what happened was I was in this. I was in the mission, and I remember going to this like town square, and what I needed to do was I needed to get to this guy, a leader of some group or faction or something, and we needed to get to him, maybe take him out. So was it to get to him and persuade him, or to take him away, or to kill him? Not 100% sure. I think it may have been to kill him, although I don't remember having any weapons on me, but not to say that it wasn't. But I remember going into this like a town square, and there's lots of people milling around. There are groups of people here and there, and I knew that. So I came into this town square. I'm not sure if there's any pillars there or something. This what it, I guess it gave me the impression of being like if you were somewhere in the Mediterranean. It was a warm, bright place. Perhaps it had old buildings, a bit like the old Greek style buildings or something, possibly. Anyway, I was in this town square, lots of people about, and I knew as I came up to the edge of this square, the square went off to my left. It's a large area. I came up and I knew that straight ahead of me, through this small, narrow, dead-end alleyway, it wasn't very long, there was a door, and he was behind this door. So somehow I was supposed to get there, but there were guys sort of guarding the edge of this alleyway. So I'm not quite sure how I was supposed to get past them. But I knew that was the plan, to somehow get in. So I came into the square and I was looking around, and there were groups of people here, there and everywhere. And what I did was I decided to scout the area out a bit and try and find, as there were these guys guarding this alleyway, I needed to find a way in. So I thought, well, I'll just sort of casually walk past and just scout the area out. And as I was doing that, I saw these groups of people, and there was a group of guys, this particular group of guys, sort of laughing and joking together. And I noticed that they somehow noticed me in some way. They sort of looked over a bit, and I thought, oh, they've noticed me. Why is that? I thought maybe they recognise me, or they suss me out, or they think I look suspicious in some way. Perhaps I was acting suspiciously. I was trying not to. And so I noticed them. I thought, okay, and I thought I needed to carry on along the square. And I went down along the outside edge of the square. It goes off to the right, and up, and a road goes round. So what I did was I went along the edge of the square. I went to go out, and I thought, what I'll do is I'll get out of the line of sight of these bunch of guys, and then maybe they'll forget about me and I can come back in. I think that's what the sort of vague outline in my mind was. I was making it up as I was going along. I was just trying to feel how the situation was, what the area was like. And so I went off, and then I thought maybe they might try and follow me. So because I felt I might have been sussed, I might have been blown. So my colour, that is. So I went off round this sort of, as it comes off the edge, off of the square, this sort of short road, and then there's an alleyway that goes up, and I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll go left up this alleyway, and I'll keep walking up, and as I get up quite a way up it, I'll turn around and see if they're following me. If they're following me, I'll know I need to make an exit, to run away or something, or if not, then I'll go back. It's safe to go back. And it would have been a little bit of time, some minutes afterwards, so they may have forgotten about me, etc. So that's what I did. I walked up this alleyway, and I turned around, but at the end of the alleyway, not entering the alleyway, was this group of guys that sort of milling around, and I thought, oh, damn, I think I must be blown. But then for some reason I thought, well, they're not coming up after me, and they're not looking at me particularly. I thought maybe it's okay. I really needed to complete this mission, so I thought, right, I'll just turn around and I'll come back down. As I started coming back down, someone else came round the corner, and this guy was like a kind of atypical agent from the 60s or 70s, I think. He came around, he had a sort of trench coat on, and I think he had like a hat, a bit like a trilby hat, and he had a walking cane. And he'd come up and he was walking with his walking cane. He came up to anyone, and I just knew, I thought, oh, these guys have called someone because they thought I was suspicious. And he's come to check me out or something. And so as I was coming down, he was walking up. And as we were walking up, we got close to each other. He said, "You're Trevor, aren't you?" And I said, "No, I'm not Trevor. I mean, that is my name, but I mean," I thought I'd be someone else in this particular scenario or wherever it was. But he said, "You're Trevor." And I said, "No, I'm not Trevor." He said, "Yes, you are." I said, No, I'm not Trevor. You got me mistaken with someone else." And then he just whipped up this cane and held it towards me like a gun, which is what it was in the end. It was a cane, but it was a weapon. And before I could do or say anything else, he shot me. But I didn't die instantly. I think it was a dart. It was a tranquilizing dart or something, because I said, "Oh, bugger." I thought, "Oh, bugger." And as he shot me, and then I said, "Am I going to die now?" And he said, No, you're not going to die. I'm just taking you out of the question." Or maybe he just said, No, you're not going to die. Yeah, maybe they're taking me away for questioning, I should imagine. Anyway, but then I passed out, and that's when it ended. All highly strange. I don't normally have, secret agent or whatever, or security services sort of dreams. And it all felt a bit weird. I was talking to my friend about it, Ruth, and she has a good feeling of things, and she can put herself in your experience and where you're going. She can sort of connect with it, and she sort of connected with the event and said, "Oh, it doesn't feel real somehow. It's not right." She said, "I think it was a training program. It was a program." And when she said that, I thought, "Oh yeah, it all made sense. It was a training program. It was like an agent training program." Something like, in the Matrix, I suppose. They had these Matrix training programs, didn't they? But this was like for doing that sort of mission, and I realised that's what it was. So I failed the mission because I just realised, oh yeah, it was. It just sort of made sense to me, and how it looked and everything. It was kind of false, but she really felt that. It was difficult for me to fit it because I was just reliving it, and so that's what happened. It was some sort of training program, but I don't know who was I. I mean, he used my name, Trevor, but that may just be because it's in my mind now that I'm recalling it. And why did he use my name? Because it's obviously not me here in this life, because I haven't been on that agent training program, not that I remember. But I think it may have been in a previous life, or maybe in my other life as my primary incarnation, because I'm a secondary incarnation. You have to see my other videos to understand that, but basically your consciousness. You live here, we all live here as humans, but this is not the only place we live. We live throughout the multiverse, and there's many yous, there's many me's that live in all the different levels, or many different levels. We exist throughout the multiverse because we are the creating being intelligence, the creative intelligence that's created all of this universe, multiverse, I should say, is a being that's created, and we're all created from that. So we are that, and that is us. So this creative intelligence is us, and we are it, and we exist all throughout all the many levels of existence. People talk about 3D, 4D, 5D, or the many frequencies, as I prefer, and we live throughout all of these, and we have presences in many of these different levels where we choose to have a presence for experience and learning. So in that way, we are all existing everywhere. I don't know which one it was, but it wasn't this one, but it was another one in some other level. That was that experience. And what do I want to say about the multiverse? Yeah, we exist in all levels, and so many people think of this as a simulation. It is, because everywhere in the multiverse has been created. And what is a simulation? It is a creation. We think about simulations as being a creation by technology, but I think that's just our lower frequency level understanding of reality, that we create things like computers that then can create other things. And we think about computers and computer programs creating simulated worlds, etc., like The Sims, games. And so we are that, but this is a much higher level form of simulation. Obviously, everything created by the creative sentient being that I believe that it is, that's created everything, has created us. So therefore we are a simulation. Everything is. But it's not technological and a simulation in that way. It's more of a spiritual, if you want. It's not really words to describe. I don't think we've really got words to describe it. People talk about the spiritual realms, the astral realms, and many higher frequency realms that beings live in. But it's hard to explain something that we don't really understand from this level of being. As the lower level of frequency that we live in, our bandwidth of understanding is lowered, and our capability of understanding the higher frequencies is also restricted. So we understand it, but only in ways that we can. So therefore everything is a simulation, but it's not The Sims. But in a way you can't say it's different, because it's like holographic. It's the same way as the holographic universe, in a way, that where everything is a smaller part of the whole, and as you, like a fractal, you get a fractal, and the closer you look at the fractal, it's just itself repeated in tinier versions. And so as we are a simulation, but more of a spiritual one, then we make simulations, but in the form of computers. It's just a lower level version of the same thing. Anyway, that's that. Let's see, I'm being visited. I bet actually was probably hungry. So I hope you enjoyed that and got something out of it, and maybe makes you think about your life and how it relates to the rest of the multiverse. See you in the next one. Thank you.